Hello children, in this video we are going to see the different forms of the verbs. Earlier we have seen the root verb and present form of the verb. Now we are going to see the past form of the verb. A verb will always have did with it. We'll take an example and see. He went to school yesterday. Here the past form of the verb is used to describe something that had happened earlier. Now let us see what is the change that had happened in the verb. He went to school yesterday. What is the verb here? Went is the verb here. And as we have studied already, we know went is the past form of go. So go plus did. Did is the past verb. Go plus did gives went. So in a sentence, if the root form of the verb is added with did, then it conveys the past tense. Understood? He went to school yesterday. Here went is the verb. The root form of the went is go. This go is added with did. So it is changed into went and it conveys the past tense. It conveys past tense. And went, this go, went and gone are irregular verbs. We'll see what is a regular verb and irregular verb after completing verb forms. Now let us move to past participle form of the verb. This past participle form of the verb is V3 form of the verb. Form of verb typically ending in ed, d, t, en or n. If the verb ends with these things, then you can say that verb is in past participle form or in V3 form. This verb is used to form perfect and passive tenses. We use this verb only in constructing perfect tenses and in passive tenses. Sometimes it is used as an adjective. This past participle form of the verb, that is V3 form of the verb, is used as an adjective in some cases. Let us see some examples. Root verb. The root verb is whisper. The past participle form, that is V3 form of the verb, is whispered. Used in perfect tense. In perfect tense, it is used as she had whispered him the answer. Here, this whispered is in past participle form, not in past form. Okay, because the supporting verb is had. If the sentence has the supporting verb of perfect tense, then the verb will take only V3 form. I'll repeat that. In a sentence, if the supporting verb is from perfect tense, that is has, have and had are the supporting verbs for perfect tense, then the verb should take only the V3 form, not V2 form. Because you may get confused. Whispered, the past tense of whisper is whispered. Again, the past participle is also whispered. So depending upon the supporting verb, we will decide what is the verb form. Next, let us move to the adjective, the whispered word. In a sentence, you can use this as a semi the whispered word. Here, whispered word is used as an adjective. Whispered, that is V3 form of the verb, is used as a adjective since it modifies the word. Understood? Next, let us move on to present participle, that is V4. Present participle is really a simple one. It is root verb plus ing. If you add ing with a root verb, that is called present participle. Example, go plus ing, going. Now this verb is in V4 form. All participles are non-finite verbs. The past participle and the present participle are non-finite verbs. Now let us see what is a non-finite verb. A non-finite verb is a verb that by itself does not have or does not show any tense. So in a sentence, if you read, you'll find the action word. This action word, that is the verb, will gives an information about the action done by the subject as well as what time the action had happened. Let us see the previous example. I go to school every day. Here, go is the verb. This verb shows an action as well as the time in which the action had happened. Here it happened in the present time because the verb has go plus do. Whereas, let us come to this example. She had whispered him the answer. Here, what is the verb? Whispered. But that is not correct. You should say as had whispered is only the verb. Because with whispered, you cannot judge the tense of the sentence, because simply by seeing whispered you can say it is in past tense, but you have a supporting verb here. So with the help of supporting verb only, the tense of the sentence is decided. So it is in past perfect tense because the supporting verb for perfect tense and it denotes past. So this sentence, she had whispered him the answer, is in past perfect tense. So you can conclude only with the help of this participle, that is past participle. You cannot conclude which tense the sentence denotes. Now let us come to present participle. As we know, the present participle is root form of the verb plus ing gives going. Let us see the example. While he was going to market. In this, what is the tense? It should be was going, not going alone. If you read going alone, you will not deduce the tense because only with the help of supporting verb you can deduce when the action had happened. Here, was going is there. So you can conclude the action had happened in the past. Let us see the next example. He is going to school. So if you read going alone, you cannot conclude that this sentence convey a particular tense. But with the help of is, you can say it is in present continuous tense. So this, I have used the same going. This going is the V4 form of the verb, that is the present participle form of the verb. As per our rule, the present participles are non-finite. Non-finite means does not show tense. This going and this whispered will not give any correct information about the tenses. It depends upon the supporting verb. Here whispered depends on had to convey the correct tense, and here this goings up depends on was, and this going depends on is. So participle, either it may be past participle or present participle, it does not denote tense by itself. So it is called as non-finite verbs.